In this video, we will be reacting together to LYCA GAIRANOD's cover of When I Look at You. Kumusta? Mabuhay, magandang gabi, and maligayang pagbabalik sa aking channel. Ako po si Ovela. I am your host, Ovela, and yes, I've been reacting to LYCA GAIRANOD because my first reaction to her really blew my mind, and I was extremely impressed by her skills, okay, and the way she is able to control her voice, and there's just this maturity in the way she delivers a performance that I was very impressed by. So like I said, I was going to keep my eye on her, and I will be reacting to more LYCA GAIRANOD in the future. Before we start, consider following me on Instagram at Music Game News, because that is where you can request via DMs, just like this video that was requested via DMs. Yes, indeed. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. Is this like an impromptu performance of LYCA?
There is no guarantee that this life is easy every night. All is falling apart and there's no light to break up the darkness tonight.
So, The Voice Philippines, or The Voice Teens Philippines, or just The Voice Kids Philippines, they're all under the ABS-CBN umbrella, if I'm not mistaken, right? And since LYCA GAIRANOD was part of the first, I think, The Voice Kids Philippines, and she won it, right? Is she signed to ABS-CBN or not? Is she signed to either networks, or is she a free agent? You know, that is my question, because a talent like this has got to be signed somewhere. Have you noticed she has that that squeak, you know, that squeak that I also hear in Morissette's voice. Ouch, feedback. Do you know why I'm impressed also by this girl? It's because I see a lot of other artists in her. Like, she has this Morissette squeak. She has a little bit of Ricey in her. But she has also a little bit of other artists, and great artists, you know? So they're like all combined in one person. Oh yeah, I hear a little bit of Moira in her too.
Right there where they belong. And I know I'm not alone every night. All is falling apart and there's no light to break up the darkness tonight.
Beautiful. Wait, where the hell is she performing? It looks like, cause I see, you know, random cardboards on the floor there. A lot of, is that paper on the floor, or is that part of the ground? I'm not sure. It just looks like this weird impromptu session somewhere.
when the waves are flooding shore and I can't find my way home anymore. That's when
Wow, I love her voice. Yep. Okay, I hear a little bit of Rihanna, Rihanna in her as well. Even in the way she acts. You know how Rihanna is? She's very nonchalant. She has that cool vibe, doesn't take herself too seriously. I get that from LYCA as well.
Like gallons of corners that cover me, all I need, every breath that I breathe. Don't you know you're beautiful? When the waves are flooding ashore and I can't.
A lot of people have been, DMing me on Instagram about like a story and how she went through a glow up phase, right? Physically. But I'd like to say that she also went through a glow up phase vocally, man, because I'm extremely impressed by how she went from this, 9-year-old kid who you could tell she was a diamond in the rough and she could really belt, but clearly she couldn't control her voice, very well still. To this girl, man, that maybe has lost a little bit of that power in her voice, unless I haven't seen enough of her right now. I haven't really seen her belt really, because when she was a kid, she would growl a lot, but here she's like, her performances now are smoother, more relaxed and well controlled. So there is this crazy glow up, like this maturity, it felt like in 6-7 years she has garnered so much experience. It's actually frightening how good she is now. Wow. Woo! There you go. And she also has a little bit of what's her name? The girl from ABS-CBN that also had surgery. And she's part of Asap Natinto, New Divas, I think, or something like that. What's her name? I really love her. She has that vocal texture. Yeah, I forgot her name.
Just like a dream to me.
Sheesh.
There you go.
Sheesh. She's too talented. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Like, seriously. Eek. Like, I'm so impressed. I'm disgusted. You know what I mean? It's like, how is that even fair that a person can be that talented? Did you hear the ending where she was just, playing with her voice, giving us some runs and just hitting the notes perfectly, transitioning from note to note perfectly. Like, it's easy for her. These are they're like born with something, man. Yeah. I feel like she hasn't. Okay, so I'm not saying that she did not work for this, for the status that she has now, because she did. Obviously, she worked a lot to get where she is. But also, I feel like she did not work too hard to get to this level of vocal greatness, And maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, because I don't know what happened again between that moment when she was on the Voice and now. I'd like to know that gap, what happened there? I mean, she grew up, maybe, you know, she went to school and stuff, maybe where she wasn't focused on singing, I don't know. I really want to know if she took lessons, because she became so freaking talented. Phew, phew, phew. Anyway, this was great, even though there was a lot of reverb and everything, but I could still tell that she sang it so effortlessly, so freaking effortlessly. I can't find issues with this girl when she sings. I mean, the recent videos of LYCA GAIRANOD, when she was a kid, yes, there were issues, right? But now, no, it's unbelievable. Now it is your turn to tell me in the comment section below your thoughts. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I hope that things in the Philippines are getting better. You know, the whole pandemic and all. Because, yo, I really don't feel like, even in 2022, if I could go to the Philippines, it's still very hard to go to the Philippines. I mean, even you guys are still confined, there are still no performances, you know, no concerts, no nothing. People are still doing their performances digitally. I mean, it's worth it to go to the Philippines, even if there are no live events. But since, you know, I react to a lot of music events, music performances and everything, I would love to go to the Philippines and experience everything that the Philippines has to offer. You know what I mean? Not just the scenery, the beach, the people, but I'd love also to be able to go to a live concert or event or something. So I have to wait for things to go back to freaking normal, man. It's really annoying. I mean, I'm supposed to go to my country, Algeria, because my cousin has a wedding, but I can't right now because the prices are off the charts, and because there is a new variant of the freaking, you know, virus. So, you know, the laws and rules keep changing. I really don't want to be stuck in Algeria if I go. So I really, like, we don't know. We still don't know what's happening. It's so freaking frustrating because I honestly cannot wait to go to the Philippines. But I just feel like, man, if it happens, it'll be like in the end of 2022, maybe 2023. It's just, it keeps getting longer and longer, and I'm just very frustrated with this, yo. But, you know, in the meantime, I'll have to go to my country, maybe to France if I can. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, again, stay strong, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. Thank you for watching. Subscribe here, and please like the video to show your support and appreciation for my work, and turn on the notification bell to be poked for future content. Yeah.